welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the New York Giants. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
You better not miss this fucking extra point.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
He's checking. Crash.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Fumble on the play.
After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes this Washington 7, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and
Supposed to be doing the broadcast.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Is my music too loud? All right. All right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On play action, they'll throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Out of the gun now on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge
This motherfucker went for it on fourth down. This nigga. Oh, God. He's like, fuck the rules.
Possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Motherfucker, fake punt on fourth down. Euro burger, huh?
They'll run on first down. Jackson. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
At the 15-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4.
The last one got 6. Now 2nd
Hell
and 4.
yeah. He only down 7. From his 20. Oh, it was on fourth down. No, he didn't get that shit.
They'll look to throw. He'll drop this down to Jackson, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Number 34.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a third down.
Third down.
He gave me the ball at the 20-yard line. Facts.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
9-yard line.
Shoot the flag. Ooh.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Washington 14, Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Oh, man.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. But I think the ball's out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. In our meetings this week, they kind of tipped us off. They wanted to play ultra-aggressive, forcing fumbles. They just did that right there.
They took it to the next level, didn't they? You're exactly right, because everyone talks about being aggressive on defense and tackling well, but they were talking about getting after the football, making sure the ball was stripped out each and every time they lined up someone to get them on the ground.
And the adjustment working early. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Down and sacked. Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. (21-0) our score after 1.
Washington 21. Giants nothing.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Morris. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run with Jackson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And Washington going to add on to their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
28, Giants nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned him 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. That's out to the left, flat and complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Second and 13. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 16 yards, a 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They begin with a quick throw out left, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 2nd and 11. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
At the 34.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5
I got my
now
breakout.
as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Smith on the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Got a man. It's Gibson, complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
On the return, Tremont Smith.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the 2nd half gets underway. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
I got a computer.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
Everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of a key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They ain't want us to be counting like this on them. They ain't want us to be counting like that on them.
On second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
They ain't want us to be counting like this on them.
Now a shotgun.
I mean, man, no, they ain't want us to be counting like this.
He's going to try and go deep again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards.
Look behind you. Out to find you.
If they score on this drive, we'll have to start digging in our
Woo.
blowout material. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
Woo.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards.
What's the ball?
They ain't want us counting like this on their ass.
Confidence to make a play.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
50 seconds to Mike. Let's go, team. Big series.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 10 yards out.
And the Washington offense just continuing to pour it on.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Washington 45. Giants nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Woo. 41, 42, 43.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep, and they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at the time, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
56 the mic, boy, 56.
Can't win, right?
A shotgun handoff to Henry.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
No.
Big hit, Russ. You can't
There's
hit
a
me
quick
like
throw
that.
out left. It's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Y'all fuck with that,
Rolling the
yo.
dice
You
on
hit it.
4th and
This
1,
motherfucker
and it
abusing the
pays
shit out of
off.
this monster.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
It don't matter to me. He ain't getting down the field with this shit.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 33.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
56, mine 56.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You got wings, son. Fucking one. Fucking
Here we go. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm here all day. I'm here
They'll drop to throw.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Solid day.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
That shit let me audible down the eye too, cuz.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. This is caught. inside the 15. And
Well,
he's
I
able
knew
to
that
get
with the
this
Witcher
down
cone,
deep
but I
on the
just didn't.
Giants side of the
I said
field.
I wasn't informed.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Audible the ball for pistol, man. Thank you,
That was
Vaughn.
Jackson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support. And I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They run again with Jackson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage. And that's exactly what he did.
Everywhere, bro.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
4th down.
What's the problem?
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2.
Oh, I gotta get that protected shit, man.
They'll try and run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington 52. Giants nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
At their own 16-yard line.
They just played a good team today.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Again, it's Henry. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
The ball carrier.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 46. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, You're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown.
And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Here's Smith to return it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, up here.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down.
Taken down and
we've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
20 on
the Giants on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And his kick is indeed good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out. So it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Eluding the pressure right. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Giants, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gordon. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yo, man, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm with you, calm, man. Is COVID like a vaccine out? I'm doing a Halloween party next year. We went out of hall. I'm doing a Halloween party. I like a cash prize for like motherfucking the best costume.
Back on that shootout at the beach, 20 deep. Tried to squeeze yoga and jam, the night released. Blood on your tape. How many stays? I see 3. The bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving now. Police chopper here flying now.
That's hot. Power Rangers.
Come me ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you coming,